Hey folks, On Target Training. First of all, let me thank you all for your subscriptions to the channel and for staying with us over the last number of years. What I wanted to do today was to first of all wish you all Happy New Year, and then to talk to you a little bit about a really nice gun. This is the Jack Carbine by BCM. Travis Haley with BCM and some other folks, Geisley and the Bravo SOP mod stock you see here. A bunch of people got together and basically built this to Haley specification. So it's a mid-length gas system. It's a 14.5 pinned and welded barrel with the BCM Mod 1 compensator on it. I've used this on another gun, and I think they're really nice compensators. They do a good job between balancing, flash suppression and, of course, mitigating muzzle rise. The gun comes fairly tricked out, and it should because it costs almost 2,000 bucks. Like probably some of you out there watching this video, before knowing what was going to happen with the election, I went out and bought some additional firearms thinking anything could happen and we may end up with much more restrictions on our Second Amendment rights. So I said, well, I'll buy some more, stick them in the safe, and whatever, we'll have them. Well, as it turns out, I probably just bought myself another toy because it looks like, for the time being, at least the Second Amendment should be somewhat protected. I want to talk about this gun, this platform. I have not shot it yet, so it's still new. The gun comes tricked out. It comes with the Geisley rail. This is a custom designed rail that was done by Geisley in conjunction with Travis Haley. Comes with the Inforce 200 lume light here. It also comes with we have this strategic Haley Thorndale mount, and you don't see it here because for me that doesn't work. What that allows you to do is put the mount with the Thorndale design at more of an angle, so it's almost between the side here, right, and the bore, the upper rail, the pick rail on top. Has the, of course, BCM flip-up sights, backup sights. I really like these sights. I especially like, and I prefer this on my other guns, I prefer the front wings to go in, the HK design versus the AR, typical AR design that goes out the other way. So that's just a personal preference, but that's what I like as far as sights. This case, I put an MRO Trijicon red dot optic on it. We're going to run that for a while. I've had this for a while. I think it's a great value for the money. They're very durable, they work very well, and the price point is awesome. AGL trigger. So this is a combat trigger, guys, and it is not a super smooth 3.5 pound target or competition trigger, but it is significantly better than a typical stock trigger that you'd get, a mil spec stock trigger. The AGL trigger, they remove the grittiness from it, and it's a nice clean break. It's clean, crisp. Again, heavy, but that's okay for what the intended purpose of this gun is. This gun weighs 7.1 pounds without the optic on it. And I have to say, it's heavy because I typically run lightweight carbines. I just prefer the lightest weight carbine I can. But the setup here is pretty slick. It's pretty cool. I like the stock. I like the design of it. In addition, some of the other things, of course, the BCM designed grip, which puts the gun in terms of its angle. The angle of the grip is more like straight up and down, so it's much easier to get straight on to the gun, to really square up to the target and not have that angle that your typical mil spec handle has. So I really like this. It feels great to me. They have the single point attachment system right here in the rear, and overall really nice. The Cerakote on this is what's called disruptive gray. It sounds like a great marketing ploy as far as I'm concerned. All the rest of it is, mil spec, MPI bolt, chrome line, the whole stuff, and typically, that you expect to see on a decent carbine. So there's no doubt that when you could build a carbine with all this stuff on it, far less expensive than what you're paying for. To some degree, you're paying for the BCM and Travis Haley's, name and his little, signature dragonfly thing there. I bought the gun as an investment thinking that there was going to be a lot of cramp down on AR-15s. Well, as it turns out, it doesn't look like there is in the immediate 4 years, so I'm actually going to go shoot this thing and have some fun with it. I have to say, fit and finish, exactly what you'd expect from BCM. Really tight, upper and lower. I mean, there's no slop, there's no movement whatsoever. Nice, good bolt action here. Again, I've had BCMs before, uppers and lowers, and super impressed with them. Great quality, great gun. So that's a quick look at this particular, the Jack Carbine, Travis Haley's work. And it's been around for a couple of years, so it's not a new gun, it's not a new design, but for those of you who are into ARs, this is kind of a slick one. And we hope that you'll stay tuned in the future for some shooting reviews of the gun. And I also hope you'll continue to stay, and if you're in this area in New Hampshire or Rhode Island or Massachusetts, you want to come to one of our classes, I hope you'll consider doing that. Hey, thanks so much for watching. As always, stay safe.